Reasons why our attention's been drawn to you, and the reason why I've just come over to just carry out what's called a stopping account, just to see what you're up to, make sure everything's all okay, make sure you don't need police for anything, and make sure you're not up to no good, because there are quite a lot of people up to no good around here as well.
Yeah, we're just going to get food.
Okay, no problem. And do you live around here?
No, from Liverpool.
So you've arrived from Liverpool recently, or?
Been here for 2 weeks.
Okay.
We're leaving today.
Are you both from Liverpool, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Do you have any ID on you then?
No, I don't, you know.
No? So you've come all the way from Liverpool with no ID? I'll take your details in, if that's okay.
I don't really want to give you my details, to be honest, mate.
I mean, a lot of the time, if people haven't got anything to worry about or anything,
I have got nothing to worry about.
then they're happy to comply. It just makes the encounter.
I'd rather not.
Imagine walking down the street, minding your own business, when suddenly, blue lights flash, and uniformed officers close in. No crime reported. No evidence. Just a thick coat on a warm day. This is the case of Shamrock, an MMA fighter whose calm composure and knowledge of his rights completely unravel a stop that never should have happened. But this isn't just one isolated run-in, it's a snapshot of a larger issue, where assumption replaces suspicion and compliance replaces consent. As we dive into this tense encounter, pay close attention to every justification the officers use. Are they protecting the public, or protecting their pride?
Details, so I'm not going to get silly about it, but because obviously it might suggest to me there's a reason why you don't want to.
There is no reason, I'd just rather not. I've been through a lot with the police, I don't really trust the police, I'd rather not give you my details, unless I'm legally obliged to. I'm not legally obliged to give you my name, so I'm not going to.
Okay, no problem. No problem. How come you've got quite a big, thick coat on today then?
Because we've been out since 6 in the morning, and this morning it was cold.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we've just come from the gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and have you got anything on you that you shouldn't have at all?
No, I haven't.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, your mate's being searched in a minute, so... You're still cold, are you?
Not really, it's a bit warm now.
Things start to spiral. Notice how the officer's tone shifts the moment Shem says he doesn't have ID. What began as a casual check now turns into subtle interrogation. The officer isn't reacting to a threat, he's reacting to non-compliance. And that's the problem. In the UK, carrying ID is not a legal requirement. Yet, time and again, officers treat no ID as a red flag. It's a perfect example of how routine stops can cross into coercion. Shem's calm refusal isn't defiance, it's lawful restraint. The irony? He's the only one here actually following the law.
What does that mean?
Try that one more time. Have another read of that.
Alright, which out do you need it for?
Oh, territorial.
There we go, mate.
Sorry.
Yeah. My mate asked you if you've been arrested before.
Yeah.
Have you been arrested before?
Yeah.
What was that for?
I've just got out of jail. I got a not guilty. I've just got out 6 weeks ago.
So you were remanded for court and then you got a not guilty?
Yeah, this is what I was on the TV show for.
Oh, right.
I was on the run for like 9 years.
You were on the run for 9 years?
And then I found martial arts. I used martial arts to change my life from what I used to do before.
What were you on the run for?
It was an aggravated burglary. And I just got a not guilty. I've only been out for 6 weeks.
I spoke to my colleague. From standing here talking to you, I have been able to smell cannabis coming from between the two of us. And that's even when I've given the opportunity for other people to walk past and stuff, like other people to like leave.
Have you smelled cannabis on me?
Well, I can smell it in the air as well, mate. It's lingering.
This coat moment because it's both absurd and revealing. The officer's fixation tells us something deeper. When reasonable suspicion doesn't exist, appearance becomes the fallback. In this case, a thick jacket magically transforms into probable cause. The psychology here is fascinating. The officer's mind is searching for validation, not truth. Once he's decided Shem's different, every normal action, from wearing a coat to coming from another city, gets reframed as suspicious. That's not investigation, that's narrative building. And when authority starts building stories instead of gathering facts, every citizen becomes a potential suspect.
He sort of turned around when you've probably realised we're closing in and maybe coming over to speak to you.
You're just
you
making
put your
this
hands
up
out
now,
of
mate.
sight. I'm not making anything up. You've turned around.
This is
When my
fabrication,
colleague-
that, mate.
when my
All of that's
When my colleague
allowed,
asked you what you was doing
bollocks.
over here, I mean, you know, it's not in the best condition, is it?
Lad, I was looking at on the wall and saying to me, mate, look at that.
Okay, well that's
We don't need to
that,
watch
in my
over our
opinion,
shoulder.
that, in
This
my
is why
opinion,
no
is
one
a
wants to
little
deal
bit-
with you, because look at the stuff you're saying.
Because not many other people, again, are reacting to that when they're walking past.
We
it.
did.
So I'm not saying that you're lying, but all of these things combined, the fact that I can smell cannabis and your behaviour, and the fact you're in an area where
There's
there's quite
nothing
a
wrong
high
with my
use
behaviour,
of
mate.
cannabis and quite a lot of drug crime.
That's
I'm
nothing to
gonna
do with
detain
me.
you for a
We're not
search
from
for
here.
drugs.
So I'm being detained right now.
Yeah, you're detained for a search for drugs, and it's under Section
And you're not
23 of the
gonna
Use
find
of
no
Drugs
drugs.
Act. Alright, I'm PC Shenray from Chadwell Heath TSG. You're entitled to a copy which you can have now within 3 months. You are detained while I search you. Again, another reason is you're wearing quite a thick coat and it's...
So I'm
it's
being
only
detained because I'm
21
wearing a
degrees
thick
and
coat.
it's sunny. That's
You just
one
say
of my
that.
grounds.
One of the reasons, and the other one's me behaviour.
And the
That's
smell.
right.
I haven't done
The fact
nothing
that I can smell
suspicious,
cannabis
mate.
coming from you.
No, you can't smell no cannabis from
You are
me.
detained for those reasons. Okay,
don't
if you have any
smoke
questions,
cannabis.
please feel free to ask.
Classic "I smell cannabis" moment, the Swiss Army knife of police justifications. It's vague, it's unverifiable, and it's nearly impossible to challenge on the spot. Here, the timing is everything. The officer suddenly detects the odor after his other excuses have collapsed. And even more telling, his colleague doesn't confirm it. That hesitation says it all. In countless stop-and-search cases, this claim becomes the final card to legally detain someone when all else fails. But without objective corroboration, it's nothing more than convenient suspicion, a ghost reason for a very real intrusion.
You've received today.
Obviously not.
I know it's not nice being searched.
Come on, lad.
I know it's an intrusion of your day and your privacy, perhaps.
Whereabouts are you?
Got quite a high amount of cash. What's this for?
Is that illegal as well?
Well, potentially.
Me living.
I don't know, do I? It could be not many people walk around with this much cash in them.
What I do.
So, okay. How much is there?
Probably about, I come down with $2,000.
What number's the arrest?
So whatever I've spent on me hope.
Do you not have bank cards or anything?
Nah, just cash me. How can I have a bank account if I don't have a passport? I'm still
The
fine.
officer cites Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. Listen closely to his logic, or lack thereof. He detains Shem for 2 reasons, the smell of cannabis and the coat again. Yes, the coat returns. What's missing here is any actual evidence linking Shem to a crime. This kind of reasoning blurs the line between authority and arbitrariness. The law allows searches based on reasonable suspicion, but reasonable is the keyword. And when that suspicion is built on circular logic, I'm stopping you because I stopped you, it stops being law enforcement and becomes law invention.
Pick one item that you don't like about it.
I don't like all of it, mate. I don't agree with any of it. I'm not agreeing with the search even.
Like my colleague said, we appreciate that it's
This is why no one wants to deal with you, bro.
It's not about what people want to do with us, it's about who we speak to.
This is why the community don't comply. You were alright, you should probably get compliance. I'm not complying with the search. I don't want to be searched. I do not want to be searched. No, I do not want to be searched.
That's all. But you're not resisting, you're being compliant.
It's against us.
Another thing, you're wearing what looks like you've been made into a balaclava or something. What is the purpose of that? I've basically meant exactly how I've just asked that question. I don't know.
I'm using it to keep the dreads neat. Is that alright with you?
Well, you've given me a pound for it, so that's fine.
That's why no one wants to deal with the police. Horrible, mate. Just walking to get a scran. There's 20.
Right here is where the fishing expedition goes full throttle. Unable to find drugs or weapons, the officer moves the goalpost. Now it's about money. Notice the shift, from, "Are you hiding something?" to, "Why do you have so much cash?" It's a textbook move. When the initial justification fails, invent a new one. But Shem's answer is a masterclass in composure. Recently released, no bank account, no passport, yet every detail checks out. Still, instead of accepting logic, the officer clings to bias. It's no longer a stop, it's a power struggle disguised as king point. Shen calmly asserts, "I do not want to be searched," and that single statement flips the entire tone of the encounter. Here's the brilliance: he doesn't resist, doesn't shout, doesn't escalate. He simply withholds consent, as is his right. And watch how quickly the officer's patience runs thin. It exposes an uncomfortable truth about these stops: they rely on compliance, not cooperation. Once someone knows their rights and refuses to play along, the facade of authority starts to crack. This isn't about lawbreaking, it's about boundary setting. And Shem stands, what a ride, and what a lesson. From flimsy excuses to outright invention, this stop showcases the dangerous overlap between policing and profiling. Shem handled it with clarity, patience, and unwavering confidence, a rare combination that turned the spotlight back where it belongs. This case isn't just about one officer, it's about a system where suspicion can mean anything and accountability often means nothing. But that's why we break these encounters down, because knowledge is power. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, drop